It's my birthday. It's my birthday. We are in Thorpe, Pennsylvania again. We're staying overnight in a very cool old jailhouse Airbnb. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna double check that and then I'll get back to you on that. But we are in a very cool old, like vintagey looking Airbnb. So let's start by showing you that. So that's it. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, holds up to 6 people. It's very nice and cute. There's things to look at everywhere. Like even the ceiling is, I like that. So yeah, I mean, it's a very cool little house. Also, it's right next to the jail, which is why it's called like the old jailhouse, whatever it's called. I cannot think of the name of the stinking place, but I'm gonna show you now what's on the, let me find the information. How about that? Let me find the information. And then obviously that's gonna help, right? All right, here we go. So it's the old jail hideaway. It is right next to the jail. It's like across the street and 3 houses up. But they do give you some like information on the jail. Also, I think the Opera House, I believe Harry Packer, which right now is, oh, and that's the Asa Packer, but it is open for tours right now, I think. Libation for the Harry Packer, a bunch of restaurants as well. Just some things to do while you're here. So that was kind of cool. And she left us with that information. And a guest book to sign. But we're not going to stay here very long. We are going to go explore the town. I'm not entirely even sure what our next destination is, but obviously you'll see it before I even know. Yeah. So we'll go past, I know that prison, but I think it's only open on weekends right now. But we're gonna find out. But I'll at least get to see it, right? Let's do that. This is the Carbon County Prison. This is also where the Molly McGuires, some of them were executed. And this is where that infamous handprint is that is on, but it is closed, so we can't go in. But you can see it from the outside. There it is. Very cool. So we're gonna eat at Mist, which is across the way. It's over there. And that's a Becca. And then we're gonna go on a train ride. It is a 70-minute train ride through the, on the train.
Mountains.
Through the mountains. Through the Appalachian? How do you say that? Do you say Appalachian or Mount Appalachian?
Appalachian?
See, I say Appalachian, and then anybody else I talk to says Appalachian.
Appalachian? I never heard it that way.
I don't know, I'm confused. But, yeah. So you get to see a bunch of scenery, but first, sushi. That was actually absolutely awesome. We did enjoy ourselves in there. Did you like it?
That ball is right over there.
Ew.
It's a mint.
Onto our train ride. We're gonna get hit by a car first. Cue to the next morning. Whoa. That was the most random car start ever. Cue to the next morning. We did Notch 8. We did enjoy the food. It was very good. Yeah. I mean, they had a game room. My phone died, so I didn't get the rest of it. They did have a game room, which we were thinking more so, I want to say like along the lines of upper crust, which would be like skee ball and maybe some like old style video games or something like that. But it was just board games, so you can actually go upstairs and, I mean, I don't want to say just board, it's still kind of cool. It's a cool concept. So you can go upstairs and pick a board game, take your drinks upstairs and play board games, which is kind of cool. We did not. So we just had our drinks and we ate. We came back to the house and we hung out the rest of the night. We had a fire going. We played Cards Against Humanity and drank a lot of wine. So I did anyway. I don't know about anybody else. So cue to the next morning. We're packed up. We're ready to go. But we are going to Muggle's Mug. We are going to hit up Artsy Olive. We are going to hit up, hopefully, Donerds. Now, I've done Muggle's Mug and Artsy Olive, so I won't showcase them too much. I'll, pop some stuff in here and there. But if I can get over to Donerds, I will 100% show that. I've been really interested in that place. I've been following them on social media for a while now. and their donuts look amazing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'll just go. I'll be like, oh, you guys are here? Okay, bye, and go over there. So stay tuned for good stuff. So from Jim Thorpe, we are back home. It was a long day, so I showed you some of it, and then we spent our rest of our time just kind of wandering. We went out for lunch, which I actually didn't film at all. I just kind of wanted a break and to eat. It was a long night. We were tired, so we are home now, and I want to review some things that you may have saw. First off, it was the Elderflower Wine and Cider Company that you did see. I had a flight of wine from, and it was actually 3 wines and a cider. They were all very lovely. They had a wild blueberry Merlot, which was on the drier side, but the nice part was it still had a very nice blueberry taste to it. After that, I tried almost like a raspberry. That was okay. It was not my favorite. And then they had a white wine, which was almost like a white, very sweet grape wine. If you really like sweet wine, that was 100% the wine for you. It almost tastes like Welch's grape juice in a way. So that was like that level of sweet. And then the cider was also dry. All 3 ciders that they had available were dry. But it did have a very nice taste to it too. So it was really nice to sit down, just try a few wines before we moved on. And I did notice that people were getting sandwiches and things there, and it looked really good. I'm like, why don't we just eat here? Also, we were at Donuts. We did get donuts. We got a dozen donuts. I brought 6 home, and our friends took 6 home for them. It's 10% off if you do get a full dozen, so keep that in mind. You're paying per donut. Each donut is a different price, and then you get 10% off your total. We did stop at the Artsy Olive. I got some things I'll show you now. I got 2 different kinds of... Oh, this is olive oil, isn't it? Is this an olive oil? No, this is balsamic. Well, I got a strawberry. And I got... I wasn't paying attention. I was very tired. A zesty garlic parmesan extra virgin olive oil, which I thought would be really lovely on some like gluten-free noodles. And I also got, this is a balsamic vinegar. It's lemon blueberry balsamic vinegar. So my plans with that are, what they have in the shop is they have it in some water, and it makes a really lovely lemon blueberry water. I did try it while we were there, and I tried it again when I was with Meg and Mandy on our trip, and we all just really enjoyed it. Also, they have a recipe for a sangria. It is a bottle of white wine, sugar, balsamic vinegar, and triple sec. And any type of balsamic. So like that one, I think they had like a honey mango or a honey habanero, and they had another one out. But I thought maybe the lemon blueberry would be also make a very nice summer sangria as well. So yeah, we got a small bottle. I just wanted to try to make sure, like at home, it's kind of coming out the way that we tried those samples. And then if we do like them, then I will buy the bigger bottles. But I did think I bought strawberry, and I didn't. This is pure vino. So I don't know what this is. So I'm gonna figure it out. Regardless, I will find something to do with this. I'm gonna research it first. But if this was a balsamic vinegar, I would have used this too. But I will figure out what this is, and we will use this regardless. On top of the Artsy Olive, they had a shop there called the Artsy Gourmet. The Artsy Gourmet had more sauces, hot sauces. So the Artsy Olive is really based towards the balsamics and the olive oils. And then they'll have like soups and dips and things on the side, different types of very lovely pastas. The Artsy Gourmet is more so like salsa, tons of hot sauces. This guy gave us an entire hot sauce demonstration. He was so lovely, as was the woman who was running the Artsy Olive. The gentleman that was running Artsy Gourmet was such a lovely gentleman, and he had a blast just showing us all of his merchandise, and like what his knowledge was awesome. So us loving hot sauce, he actually pulled out a Carolina Reaper hot sauce and let us try it. And I was like, I'm gonna die. I don't know if I want to do this. But he did show how not to put it on your tip, because when you're eating, you put it on the tip of your tongue and then everything. He was explaining it all. So he took the spoon and put it more on the back of our tongue. And you can actually taste the hot sauce at that point, which had a very lovely taste to it. And the heat wasn't like, there was heat. There was heat, but it wasn't like, I'm going to die heat. It was a good heat. So he showed us a bunch of hot sauces, and they had, I think, some coffees in back. Certain things with, like, you can infuse, like, vodkas and all this other stuff. So it was fun to look around and see all the different things, and he seems to be changing some stuff around and really just get going. So, yeah, I was glad we stopped in there. But there, I got popcorn made by the Amish, I was told. It was Amish popcorn. It's called Emma's. I got blueberry. Emma's blueberry popcorn. He let me, because I was one of the first customers there, he let me pick the sample of the day, and this is what I picked for the sample of the day. So I did get to sample this, and it was very lovely. The other popcorn I picked was also Emma's, and it is a Hawaiian Aloha popcorn. And like, if I'm looking through it, I could see like macadamia nuts in there. I don't know if you could see. Can you see like macadamia nuts in there? So yeah, I didn't get to try this one yet, but this one looks pretty good. I'm sorry, I'm like, can you see me? Yeah. And then also I got a dip. I don't know if you ever seen these little dips where you just kind of add your stuff to it. I think you need to add sour cream and mayonnaise to this one. Yep, sour cream and mayonnaise, or you can do it warm with some cream cheese as well. So cold or warm? Warm sounds good. Maybe we'll do it warm. But it is a BLT dip and like a little thing. So we did all that shopping. We stopped at the Molly McGuire to eat, which I was gonna like, oh, we're gonna vlog, and I didn't. I was very tired. Molly McGuire, usually when you come up to Jim Thorpe, is packed. So now we're there on a Thursday afternoon for lunch, and barely anybody's in there. So just keep that in mind. Now, summer coming up, I guarantee that changes. I guarantee during the summer months, that is an entirely different world. Same thing with Muggles Mug. We, at one point, were the only ones in there. I don't know how we hit it at that time, but it was lovely. Because because I've never been in Muggles Mug where there hasn't been a whole group full of people. Actually, the last time we were in Jim Thorpe, Muggles Mug line went from the counter out the door and around the corner. So keep that in mind too. But again, it was a Thursday morning and we just seemed to hit it right. So yay. I mean, yay to us. But yeah, we had a good time. Donor donuts. So I really got distracted. I'm so sorry. Donor donuts. We did bring home our 6 donuts. What we brought home was 2 Homer Simpson. So 2 Homer donuts, which were pink with frosting and sprinkles. Pink frosting and sprinkles. We got 1 creme brulee, 1 blueberry cheesecake, a blueberry French toast, and a cannoli donut. And those donuts were absolutely amazing. They were just very lovely to look at first, but the taste, they were soft. The flavor was phenomenal. I had the full blueberry cheesecake. Stan had the full creme brulee, but we got to try each other's, and they were both out of this world. And then one of my kids tried the Homer and loved it. I mean, it was more like a basic donut, but he said the flavor was kind of a lot better. And that's all he said. He wasn't letting me try it. So there's another Homer in there. But he liked how soft it was. And I agree. It had a nice soft texture to it. They were great donuts. So if you get to stop in Donards, that has to be one of my #1 stops in Jim Thorpe right now. Donards. It really made our top 5 list of places to go. Curiosities, oddly, is one that we go to all the time also. And I think it gets overlooked. I believe that the ice cream in there is very good. And what we learned is I had a coconut lavender ice cream at Curiosities while we were there. $2.99 for 1 scoop. And I liked it a lot. It was a big scoop. I really enjoyed that ice cream. She did let me sample it beforehand, and it was just a nice flavor. To me, it was a very lovely spring or summer flavor with that coconut. There was bits of coconut in it as well, and the lavender was not overwhelming, but it kind of rounded out the coconut. It made a very nice ice cream flavor. Our friend Dave got the sampler for $5. So we're expecting tiny little scoops. You got 4 different flavors. I'm expecting these tiny little scoops of ice cream, and he came out with 4 normal size scoops. So keep that in mind. That is a good way to go. You could probably split it between 2 people, and then you can try things like, I don't know, their coffee as well. You can maybe get a little bit more that way, or maybe get 2 samplers and split it amongst the table so you can try more flavors. It's a really good way to try all the flavors for $5. It really is. So keep that in mind. I really do. We go there a lot, Curiosities, because I think it gets overlooked more. Muggles Mug is right next door. That has that great Haunted Mansion wallpaper in there, so you can get some really good selfies in there as well. But yeah, Jim Thorpe, we have a good time every time we go. I love the train ride. So I'm sure we'll be back again in Jim Thorpe in an upcoming trip. We have a few upcoming trips still planned. We have a big one coming in July. Can't wait to show you. So stay tuned. And if you liked what you saw today, give me a big thumbs up, comment below what you enjoyed. Please consider subscribing to our channel to make it grow. And until we eat again, stay geeky.